I'm here at MBS with the lovely Naomi Perkins, who's just given a talk, and I'm going to have a little chat to her about it. So, over to you, Naomi. Would you like to tell me about the talk that you've been doing today?
Yeah, sure. It was about the Earth and her spiritual secrets. What's interesting is mankind has been on this planet for, we believe, for over 18 million years, which is a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And during that period, it's just been taking and taking the fruits of the Earth.
Yes.
You know, we got a wonderful home where we go through experience cycle after experience cycle to learn all the necessary lessons karma has to offer us. And by the way, karma is a very positive thing. It's a wonderful teacher. It works for us, doesn't work against us, it works for us. It's here to help us. So we are here, we are learning, experiencing, and also this earth, we believe that is a great goddess. In fact, actually, ancient civilizations recognize the earth as, like the Greeks, Gaia, the great mother. And so we feel that we need to give something back to the Mother Earth, and that's why I came to give this talk. In fact, I'm from the Theatre Society, and this is part of our campaign. We'll be going out to different parts of the country and other parts of the world as well, in Africa, in New Zealand, Australia and America, to talk about this very important message.
I think probably, I mean, we're all aware of, you know, global warming and things like that. And I think there is more awareness now.
Definitely.
You know, that we're quite cruel to the planet.
Definitely.
You know, and as you say, it's naturally, people would have gone back in time, they would have nurtured the planet because it grew the crops and things like that.
That's
so
right.
More people work with agriculture, etc.
Exactly.
But I think the sort of 19th and 20th century hasn't really been beneficial to the planet at all, you know, with the onset of technology, you know, nuclear fuels, etc., etc. I mean, I'm from the Highlands of Scotland, and I was still used to wide open spaces and beautiful forests.
Beautiful.
But I was aware, I noticed the difference when I came down to an industrial area, you know, like Edinburgh and roundabout. But yeah, it resonates totally.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting, like in our everyday lives, if we go into a shop to buy our grocery, to buy our weekly shopping, we don't just walk out. No. We have to pay for it.
Of course.
So what we get, we have to give something back. And it should be really with the earth as well. It's logical. Like, we know about the law of karma. What you give out, you get back.
You get back.
As you sow, so shall you reap. And ours depleting the natural resources of this earth bound to have repercussions.
Of course.
It's a logical conclusion. In fact, Dr. George King, the founder of the Theatre Society, talked about a real crisis, energy crisis on this earth. But interestingly, he said it's not of a physical nature, this crisis, but more of a spiritual nature.
Yeah.
If we solve the spiritual energy crisis on earth, we could solve other problems as well.
Yeah.
For example, if people were more charitable,
yes.
if they were filled with more with love energy, they wouldn't want to go and war. They wouldn't want to go and kill someone else. Or they, you know, and it's just natural. They wouldn't allow someone die of starvation if they have millions in their bank. It's nothing wrong with being rich. It's the idea is just to be a bit more aware of what is happening in the world. And, you know, and that is why it's so important to send out love and light to the world.
I'm a spiritual healer, and we send out absent healing and love every night.
Yes.
But I know exactly what you mean. I think it is a very material society, unfortunately, and people need to be a little bit more altruistic.
Yes.
As you say, it's very easy to dismiss if someone's in Africa or you're not seeing it.
Yes.
I know we're prolific in television now, but I think that if it was your next door neighbour or someone 2 doors down, you would be much more aware. But we can't look at it like that. We are a global society, and we have to be aware that we all have to put in the effort or the energy.
It's wonderful that, you know, people like yourself, you engaged in healing, in karma yoga, helping other people, which is so vital in these days. You only have to look around the world. It needs it desperately. I mentioned earlier Dr. King, founder of the Theatre Society. He was quite an unusual individual because from the 70s, he actually went out and said that everyone can heal. All you need is just a technique, which is a wonderful thing to do. But he went slightly more further than that. He was very concerned about the earth he had this very deep compassion for the Mother Earth, and he was a brilliant inventor. He invented different equipment, radiant equipment that can store spiritual energy, and then it can be released to different trouble spots in the world. So if you had, it's almost like having 100 or 200 people come together at the same time and praying.
Pray.
Can you imagine how potent that would be?
On a spiritual level,
Yeah.
I know that very often we will take time out to focus on an area
Wonderful.
where there's difficulty or pain.
Wonderful.
It makes so much
Wonderful.
sense.
Wonderful.
You know, and if more people, if every household did the same thing, you know, we could do a lot of healing here. It
Absolutely.
would be amazing. One of the things that always gets to me is, as a spiritual medium, is people saying, you know, I would love to be more spiritual,
Yes.
but I don't have the time.
Yes.
And I always say to them, do you have the time to smile at some old person walking past you in the street? Well, yes, of course.
Yes.
That is a spiritual act.
Yeah.
You know, because you might be the only person that smelled at them that week.
Yeah.
It just lifts the energy.
Yes.
And we can all lift the vibration, can't
It's
we?
very true. And if we actually looked at our daily routine, there is always 10 minutes,
Of course.
15 minutes we can slot into something. And if we did 10 or 15 minutes of spiritual work every day,
Exactly.
it would be it would make a tremendous difference, not only to our development, but also to our surroundings, to our environment.
Yeah,
Because,
totally.
as you know, healing energy has no boundaries.
Absolutely not.
That's so wonderful about it.
It can go anywhere it needs to. The world, the sky, wherever. No, I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you very
along to
much.
talk to me.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
And I look forward to hearing more.
Thank you very much, and good luck with your work as well.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.